Jim and Terry Show back in the Habit Hole, and boy, are we excited.
Yes, we are, because the Argos going to the World Series. Oh, no, what is it?
This isn't our political podcast where we're conflating issues, is it? Or is that just a mixed metaphor? Yeah, the Argos playing in the World Series. Okay, that's about the size of it. Sometimes life feels like that. Just, start waving for somebody. I don't care what the festival is.
Well, there's a whole lot of people that are super nuclear into this.
In America.
Superbowl. Yeah. Oh, well, United States is nuts for football. So much so, they probably want to kill a couple of celebrities because they think that they're making them, they're going to blow the whole thing.
So what is this?
Oh, this is just...
This is making the Super Bowl really interesting.
Oh, this is so crazy. It's out of this world.
Okay, so what is this conspiracy?
Well, the conspiracy theory is, we know Taylor Swift... She is a liberal. We'll forgive her for that.
I won't go.
I know. I was just being silly. And her boyfriend now, who what's his name?
Travis Kelce.
A great big huge man that hopefully doesn't crush her to death and kill her. And he's a pro-vaccination advocate. So the extreme right. Those who love conspiracy theories believe that this has been the cabal, I guess, has put these two together in order to fix a Super Bowl so that when Kansas City wins, because the other team's just willy-nilly going to go along with this, Taylor Swift and Alfonso Di Credenza, the man,
Travis Kelce,
are going to make a great big announcement supporting Biden.
But everybody knows they support Biden.
What can I say? I don't know what the mega is really doing. It's getting crazier and crazier where they're seeing a problem under every rock when it's just two healthy, super good-looking people getting together, and they look like they're in love, quite frankly.
They do.
Yeah, they do. And he happens to be a star in his own right, and she's a star in her own right. They're getting together, and they're in the public eye, doing wonderful things for football. If you needed anybody to do anything more for football,
audience got to be, the stands got to be everybody. Oh. Whether you love her or hate her, you're going to be there because you either love her or hate her.
Yeah,
but you're going to go.
Yeah, I wonder if she gets paid for any cameos.
I think she could fill the stadium herself.
Yes, she doesn't need any of that. So anyways,
is it jealousy?
No. This is all a reflection, I think, of the Trump era. I guess is you have to create fear. You have to so that you will run to the dictator. Only he can save you. He's the orange Jesus, so to speak, or yellow Jesus. What is he? I forget.
Orange Jesus.
Yeah, the orange Jesus, and it's terribly sad, but
it is.
So what it is to tell everybody, put that little. It's like the little devil whispering in your ear. This is dangerous. This is really, really dangerous, and so because you're not agreeing with exactly what the extreme right want. You're now an enemy. You can't have your own opinion. You're an enemy, and you're either on this side or you're on that side.
Yeah, we'll get to politics in a future podcast, but where's the bipartisan? Can you not just celebrate two great teams, San Francisco 49ers and Kansas City Chiefs? Do they call them the Chiefs now?
Yep, I believe so.
They haven't changed the name.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree with you. Why can't you just cheer it on? And you know what?
It's a Super Bowl.
And then just yell at the TV, in your face, Taylor, in your face.
Yes, and do your little hoochie coochie dance in your living room floor.
And I'll see you Saturday at the stadium when you're playing. But for now,
I'll buy my daughter tickets.
Yeah. I mean, just lighten up everybody.
Lighten up everybody. Isn't that a wisdom for this time?
It really is needed for this time.
Yeah. So that's the Super Bowl. Why are we interested in this? Well, Super Bowl is something that I participate in with my mother-in-law. Not my wife, my mother-in-law. My wife is not really into watching any of this stuff, but my mother-in-law. Every season, I have to print her out sheets of the games week by week for the 18 weeks of the season so that she can keep stats. She's 87.
I know.
Going to be
God bless her.
88. She keeps a binder of stats. And she participates in a football pool. So she's right into this. So we, our household, on February 11th, we'll be having a Super Bowl party. And it'll be an 88, 87-year-old, 85-year-old, and maybe some other people will come. Those people who in our area of expertise and awareness don't have anybody to watch the Super Bowl with. The Lonely Hearts Club band we're going to host them here. And we'll have our little pennants on straws that we will print out and everybody wave. Support somebody.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Has Taylor ever been the halftime show?
I don't know. I don't think they were.
It's not this year, obviously.
Not this year. Well, she will be in her own way because they'll probably zoom up into the stands and see her doing her little support for Kansas City. Yeah, that'll be fun. She's wearing a Kelsey jersey these days. What is he, 57? Or I don't know what his number is. I should have noted that. But anyway, I think she's wearing the jersey.
I mean, you're going to support your boyfriend's team.
Exactly. You know? Wouldn't you wear the colors? Wouldn't you wear the jersey?
Yeah.
Of course.
Like if I had a girlfriend and she was on the women's hockey league.
If you had
and
a girlfriend.
she was on Montreal. and she was playing for Montreal. Of course,
you would wear the Canadiens.
I'd root her on.
Despite
deep in my heart, it'd be Toronto all the way. But,
okay.
But
interesting.
I mean, people need to light up.
Can we not?
This is wonderful that you're having that party.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be great. It's just one of those things that we wager on. It's toonie on the game, the outcome of the game. Winner takes the pot. So as many people decide to throw in a toonie, winner takes it all. I won the semifinals. I picked both San Francisco and Kansas City, so I've got my $2 from that.
Oh yeah, well you're a musician and you're connected to Taylor,
right?
And they know who's going to win.
Well, my mother-in-law likes Mahomes, who's the quarterback for Kansas City, so she said, "Well, I'll let you pick anyway." And I said, "Well, are they the underdogs?" And she said, "I think they're predicting they'll go." Well, actually, San Francisco, I think, is what the predictions. We haven't looked at the odds. We should take a look at the odds and see who's favored. I usually let, out of respect, my mother-in-law choose first. Give her the favor. She can, because she loves it. So, and I don't care.
Well,
so
she deserves it. I mean, she's keeping stats
I
and
know,
everything. Let her have the choice.
That's right. But the last Super Bowl I won, and I didn't know anything about anyone.
Well, it's like when I went golfing when I was in the rock band and went golfing, and the sound man never played golf in his life and beat us all.
Oh, my
He didn't even have clubs. He had to borrow our clubs every shot.
Wow. They let him go out? Usually they insist.
No, they let him go out.
Wow.
No. Yeah. Anyways, but one thing I think we should bring it back to, because I think you got some great ideas, you and your family, about how to have a Super Bowl gathering. You guys bet on everything.
Oh, yeah. We have a game sheet where we decide. We sit down the week before. So anytime this weekend, I guess we'll sit down with my mother-in-law. She'll come over for a coffee, and we'll have a pen and a pad, and we'll write the questions. And we usually do it in order of who's going to do the first, who's going to win the coin toss is one of the first questions.
There you go. I love it.
Are they going to choose to receive or choose to kick? That's the second question. Then is it going to be who's going to score the first points? Who's going to score, period. Then what is the first point? Is it going to be a field goal? Is it going to be a touchdown? How are they going to get there? And then, of course, who's the winning quarterback? Who threw the most yards? Who got the most interceptions? Who got the most first downs? Who kept control of the game more minutes than the other team? Who had the best defensive play, best offensive play? And the list goes on. We put a quarter on every one of those.
I love it. I could see the staff in the kitchen with all their calculators calculating everything.
Well, a lot of these go as the game goes on, so you see the quarters being pushed across the table. Oh, you got that one. Oh, no, I got that one. And you see the money going back and forth across the table.
I love it. It sounds like, I think it's a great idea for families that are into it.
It's fun.
Because you could even do it with kids with a nickel. You know what I mean? Like, you could really, really do it. And have a whole family involved with betting on absolutely
I don't want to encourage betting, but the fun is in...
it's sort of it's not like betting.
No.
That'd be terrible if little Susie, 5 years old, all of a sudden becomes a crack addict and spends all her times at the casino, but I don't think so.
Well, here's the things that, when America has a lot of things going wrong, the Super Bowl draws an international audience. It draws Canadians. And so there's my family's awareness of it. There's you who enjoy sports of any sorts anytime. So a lot of us are looking for something in the bleak midwinter. Here's the Super Bowl, mid-February, before Valentine's Day. And what better thing to celebrate than elite athletes?
Now, what would you have to drink? Would you have like a beer, or would you just have water, or would you have wine?
I think we'd have white and red wines, and we usually tone it down, so you usually put ice in
like
it.
Like a spritzer.
Yeah, a spritzer, that's right. So that kind of thing. For me, I might go out and get a 6-pack of Moosehead, which is my go-to.
I'm trying to think of what I would have if it's a real freezing cold day. Of course, you can only have so many of it. A nice heated up brandy or something like that.
Maybe you could do
whiskey and a coffee.
Yeah. Get your coffee there. And what do we have at
I'm not
Christmas?
going to do any of that. I don't think I'll probably be busy and won't be able to even watch the game.
Yeah. Well, I hope.
Is it a Sunday?
Yes, Super Bowl Sunday.
I think I should have no problem because
it'll be late
night,
afternoon.
Late afternoon night.
Yeah. Well, the pregame will start somewhere around noon. It'll be on all day on all the American channels. It'll be well covered. You'll find your coverage somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. I know I can. There'll be no problem finding it for sure. I'll probably watch it. Why not? And who's the halftime show?
And I don't know. Let's. Well, you keep on being busy and talk.
Well, so. Now, my audience, you can feel bad for me because there I'll be with my Maple Leaf blankie, and I'll be sitting there with stale coffee. Go ahead, Terry. I'm just
Usher.
Usher. Okay.
Do you know Usher?
No, and I probably wouldn't like it.
Don't know who he is. Who he is? Is it? I don't even know. I know nothing about Usher. I'm going to stay tuned to the halftime show just to see who Usher is.
Watch. It's
and I'll probably
gonna,
recognize some of the...
Satan and his demons will come walking out with him or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Seems more and more like that.
Do you think the cameras will at any time during the halftime show go to where Taylor Swift is?
Not in the halftime show. I don't think so.
You don't think there'd be a cameraman who'd say,
through the game, I think
keep
they have
one camera on Taylor Swift at all times?
An agreement. I know celebrities like Toronto, like Maple Leaf Gardens and that, because the Toronto press really cuts some slack. They agree. Can we have you for 15 seconds? You know what I mean? So we'll focus in on you for 15 seconds. You got the rest of the night off.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
maybe at the end if you're celebrating or not. You know.
Well, here's to America's celebration of sports, football. 4 downs for the 10.
They're off.
They're off. All right. Take care now. Jim and Terry Show. Bye-bye.
I think that's a par.